Hello and happy Tuesday, guys. We are back here for our 13th game in Season 0 for the QB Club. We're going to be doing Sam Darnold today. We're going to start with Sam Darnold, and then we're going to try to do Jalen Milroe and Aaron Rodgers. Try to get 3 done today. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. I am actually not connected to the EA servers here. We are working offline. I don't think that that's really going to have any kind of effect on the game, but I just want to let you guys know in case something pops up. There is a chance something may pop up, and we might have some kind of issue here. But you can see our standings. We got our leaderboard up on the screen there. Jalen Hurts was the last game that was played. He took over the 4th spot and knocked Kyle McCord down and knocked Joe Burrow out. So incredibly, 4 names are now eliminated. 2 of them, I'd say, very big names: Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. These are guys that were rated in the 90s, and are now on the outside looking in. The Jets have been 9-3 on the road in these games. It's been quite incredible for a simulation. You kind of expected, or we expected, them to do much, much worse. And instead they are killing it, 9-3. Sam Darnold rated an 85. Let's go. We're going to drop this down to 3 minutes. Make sure I get that right today. Commentary team, Tarico and Olsen. 8:15 p.m. Clear skies. And we will advance to the game and see if we can get this thing up and running today nice and smooth. Some of the live streams, I've gone back and watched them. Some of them have been a little choppy, and they tend to be the ones later in the day. I think the Jalen Hurts one was a little choppy. The Joe Burrow one was a little choppy. But the early ones were pretty good from what I could gather. And again, we'll try to play these through as best we can. Let's see if we can get this thing, maybe being offline, maybe it'll just start today as opposed to what we've seen in the past few, and really all of them, all of the Sims is just getting this little delay here. Is he going to kick? Look at that. That actually worked. Jason Myers, a former Jet, kicking off. And the Jets will start with the ball. Davis, pretty shitty return. Tyrod Taylor has been a stud in these simulations.
This is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think
little pass to Garrett Wilson there.
You want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner. But it's also
again, it really has no effect whether or not a team wins or loses. It's just kind of interesting to see how these simulations work, especially with the Jets and their lowly 74 rating, somehow pulling out victories in the series on the road and everything. There's a first down. Definitely have a soft spot. I'm a Jets fan. I definitely have a soft spot for Sam Darnold. It was nice to see him actually win the Super Bowl. Always felt he cared about the franchise, tried really hard. It was sad to see him go. It was sort of a, coaching and front office mix-up, and they wanted to go with the new QB. And really, I think that cost Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh that choice. You want to point to one choice, and man, a brutal one it was, going with Zach Wilson, who was completely overmatched in the NFL, and getting rid of a guy who, I mean, the fans liked. There's about 20 yards to Garrett Wilson there almost a minute to play in this first quarter. It's just incredible to see the Jets move the ball in these simulations. You would think that they'd have a little more trouble. But yeah, I certainly was one of the, and I know everyone says in hindsight, I was certainly saying they should have re-signed Darnold and kept him. It would have been really nice if they drafted Jamar Chase. With some of the other names that are there, that was the Kyle Pitts year, which maybe you could see them doing that, but who knows? Was that Quentin Nelson too? I don't know if it was the Quentin Nelson year also. I feel like he might have been earlier, but hey, he's gonna get sacked. Byron Murphy, what do we got now? 3rd down and long. 20 seconds left. Are we going to get a playoff here, or we're going to go to the second quarter? Pretty annoying only getting 2 possessions per half. Really, one possession per team per half. But it hasn't been uncommon in these simulations with the 3 minutes. Going more than 3 minutes in 20 simulations would have been a good way for me to get divorced, that's for sure. And we have a bunch of names left to go. Darnold and Milroe and Aaron Rodgers today. We're going to try to get in. We have Riley Leonard, another one that's gonna. We'll have to put together for you guys. Jared Goff, some of the bigger names. Goff, Josh Allen, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, and then the Gardner Minshew will also have to run as well. There is a sack. We're in the second half. Second quarter, sorry. Boy, Mafe with the sack. 2 sacks in a row, and we're going to get the punt here. And Sam Darnold will take the field. You got to be careful sometimes, or not be careful. You got to be, I guess, concerned with some of these teams that have a good running game. Kenneth Walker III. We might see some of him, especially with this Jets defense. It was kind of interesting with some of the earlier games. I mean, we saw both Eagles quarterbacks. I'm surprised he didn't return that one. We saw both Eagles quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts and Kyle McCord, and Saquon Barkley had a really good game, solid game when Jalen Hurts was quarterbacking, but with McCord at the helm, he hardly did anything. Might have had even negative yards. It was about 8 yards for Darnold. Jericho's calling it 7. We'll call it 7. So again, our stats here will be unofficial until we get the end of game stats. 2nd and 3. What was that? 2-minute warning. My goodness. Still got 3 timeouts. Of course, we've complained endlessly about the lack of urgency here. Pushing the ball. We got 3 receivers up top. Looks like they're going to go. He's going deep, but he's open. Got him. Down to the 6. About 70 yards on that play. That's the longest completion we've seen so far in the sim.
Gains an even 70 yards. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Getting behind the Jets defense there. Who's 21? Is that Stevens? Yeah. Brandon Stevens. Stevens got a little bit better later in the year. He started off pretty poorly. Everyone was kind of concerned about that signing, but made up for it over the course of the season. Got a little bit better and better, it seemed, every week. He'll be around next season with the Jets. So here we are down about the, what do we got, on the 6-yard line here? Well, no, we're on the 8. No backs, empty backfield, just Darnold back there in the gun. Oh, got a little motion. He's going to throw. He's going to... There he goes. It's his running back. of all people. I mean, this is a big scoring game now. We got 9.36 points unofficially for Darnold. Potentially pushing out Dak Prescott off the bottom of the list here, off the leaderboard. But it ain't over yet. There's a lot of game left to play, and always one interception away from dropping back in these standings.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
Minute and 38 to go, so the Jets could put together a drive, and if you're the Sam Darnold owner, you'd probably love to see some points go up there, so give Seattle something to play for instead of just handing the ball off in the second half. You just want something quick to happen. Hits Breece Hall, a nice looking completion. Not using a timeout there, 1:20 to go.
The defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Empty backfield. The Jets are certainly looking to move the ball here, and he's going to be put on his back. Leonard Williams, former Jets draft pick. There's another guy they just gave up on, and now he's like a perennial all-pro D-tackle.
So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's a
third and 8.
This defense doesn't show any signs.
And they get it. We've seen this over and over again. And the Jets call timeout. 41 seconds to go.
It'll be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
New York.
One timeout now. Let's see if they can get in a field goal range at least. Again, the lack of urgency towards the end of the half, and just has a poor throw there by Taylor.
Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And that will lead to second down.
37 seconds to go. I mean, if you're the Darnold NFT holder, you're probably thinking getting the ball, start the next half at this point. There's that last timeout. Now, we've seen only a sort of cursory type desire to throw towards the sidelines here. Stop the clock. You know, in real life, you know that they could complete one and then spike it, and he's going to get the first down. He's going to slide. He's got to get up and go, though. Go, 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 go. 23, 22, 21. No timeouts left. I mean, just spike it or something. Do something. I mean, here's the huddle. 12 seconds to go. He's going deep, I would think. Oh, he's got a guy on his back, and he's going down, and that's the end of the half. Byron Murphy, another sack. It's about the 4th sack of Taylor in the first half. That seems a little bit more lifelike. Let's check out the halftime report, see if they show us some stats. I got 84 yards for Darnold, 1 touchdown.
At EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team. Mike Tirico.
85 yards they gave Darnold. That's pretty close. We'll go with 85. 9.4 points in the first half.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find
And this first drive here will be super key as to what Darnold is gonna look like in this season 0 simulation. Might see a little bit more ground game here as well.
We begin this third quarter. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. First carry.
Here's to the ground. Somehow he pushes through there for about 7-8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support.
I don't think JSN has any receptions here, nor has Cooper Kupp. It's been Shaheed and Kenneth Walker. Darnold's gonna run this one. He's got the first down. They're gonna give him 15. Again, the rushing yards, 1 point for 10 rushing yards. Been very, very key. It was key for Bryce Young. Bryce Young had a bunch of rushing yards. It was key for Jalen Hurts, who had a rushing touchdown. Now I got him at 10.9 points, and he's threatening now to take the lead here. Garner's going to drop that one.
Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think
2nd and 10.
Footsteps coming from that nearest defender.
2 backs in the backfield. There's Walker. He's going to push forward close to the first down. That second effort. 3rd and 2. They're in field goal range.
I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there.
Up 7-0, but a lot of time left. Obviously, everyone's timeouts. We're still in the third quarter. They're still going to go for the run, and he's going to spin out of it. Cisco missing the tackle, but Michael Clemens with a good play. There's a sentence that's never been said. He's had a couple. He had a couple, but he's no longer with the Jets. And now we're going to kick a field goal, right? Now they're going to go for the field goal, look for the 10-0 lead. Jets will get the ball back with about a minute to go in the third. Well, assuming that Myers hits this, which 54-yarder. I mean, it's funny, 10 years ago, the game misses it off the bar there, off the post. And that's still 7-0. That's probably good for you if you're the Sam Darnold NFT holder. Probably good. If the Jets don't score, or if you're up 10-0, and even if the Jets do score, run, eat up clock. So now Jets have some really good field position. Third quarter, there's Breece Hall getting to the outside, but not able to break it.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6.
Need that first down. Everybody wants this first down. Here's Breece Hall's swing pass. Get very close to the first. He's got 3rd and 1. And go to the ground. Keep it on. End of the third. Maybe 4-down territory here, so not out of the question to see a run here.
On EA Sports. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down.
Darnold currently in 4th place, unofficially. Is he going to get that first? He's very close. I think he got it. They're giving him 4th down. I mean, Does that get reviewed,
It's really been
maybe?
the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points.
Nope, they're not going to review it. I mean, from the gun here, so no tush push. You're going to hand it off. You got a big D line here. He's going to throw, but man, he should. Completes to Garrett Wilson down to the 20. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
I mean, what was almost ready to be a blowout and a 10-0 lead, Jason Myers missed. All pro Jason Myers, I must say.
Part of the game for any defense, you find yourself protecting a late lead.
Missing the 54-yarder that, you know, a guy like him, you almost assume he's going to hit that. 2-minute warning. I think everyone's got all their timeouts left to go.
Struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left.
Let's see how quickly they can score here.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to tuck it in.
First down to the 7-8 yard line now. What I mean, if you're Seattle, maybe start thinking about using the timeout. See this clock ticking, 145.
Contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane.
Hustling up to the line here, 135 to go. Brees Hall. Oh, he got smacked.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for.
Big hit there.
And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel?
Clock continues to run. No timeouts being taken.
Second down, goal to go.
He's looking, he's running. Oh, man. See, again, in real life, you got to give up the body on that one, right? In real life, you got to do all you can to get in that end zone. Little brutal on that simulation, EA. More time going, 49 seconds. Third down, obviously 4-down territory. He's going to run it again. There you go, Tyrod Taylor. He's going to tie it up. Assuming the extra point, he's tying it up. We'll see if Darnold can hit one of those deep balls he threw to Shaheed earlier. Probably just looking to kick a field goal here. Getting the field goal range with 43 seconds to go. Assuming that Nick Folk kicks this extra point.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point
It's good.
is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game.
Now again, we've been watching these kickoffs and, you know, kicking off and putting it in the end zone at this point puts you out at the 35 and is absolutely
We are in the final minute.
brutal.
It is now a tie game.
Let's see how deep he kicks it. Oh, he puts it down on the 2. We're going to get a return. And as always, stopped pretty early, got to the 25. 39 seconds to go. All their timeouts.
They get ready for their next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10.
Swing pass here to Cooper Kupp. Stays in bounds, only gets about 2 yards. No timeouts being used here. They gave him 4 yards on the play here, but I think that's generous. Not using their timeouts, they're just letting it go. We're going to run out the clock here. I guess this is going to be the play that will determine whether or not they use any of these 3 timeouts. My goodness, just let the clock go. No sense of urgency. They're going to just, I think they may even just be going into the OT here. Now I'm going to give it one more shot. It's the 1st down. I mean, that's just pathetic. Pathetic play calling.
4 quarters,
Going into OT, got a few more passing yards there. Darnold at 11.5 points. Got him up to third, puts him ahead of Trevor Lawrence there. I think in the running for the Garrett Wilson NFT. I know it's a little quiet there. We're not allowed to use the music. It gets us in trouble with YouTube. Sometimes nice to have that music in the background, fill the dead air. The Jets elect to defend left, so it looks like the Seahawks will get the ball. Yeah, Seahawks will get the ball here. Both teams get a chance. I don't know how the clock I've played this game a few times in OT, and I've played it where it seemingly lets me play one quarter, and then that's it. And then I've played it where it gives me 2 quarters. And I don't know, maybe it's the settings on the time or the clock. I don't know, but both teams should have a chance, even if the Seahawks score a touchdown here. 101 passing yards for Darnold is pretty successful, relatively speaking. Was that a fumble? About 11 yards on the completion, but man, that fumble just sucks. I don't even know who he hit there. Who dropped that one? Shaheed. Oh, brutal. I don't know why he had the first down. Didn't need to do that. They're in full range, so I mean, you'd like to think that they're just going to hand this one up, but no, empty backfield. They go empty. Taylor's going to hit Breece Hall for a big one here. Down to the 15. There's a stat for you. 8 Jets first down versus 4 first downs for the Seahawks. Darnold, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th quarterback to go to eclipse 100 yards passing. Of course, Taylor's done it a bunch of times. Probably going to do it today after that one. They're still throwing. Mechie gets it down to the 6 or 7 yard line. 9 yards on the play. Wondering why they're throwing it all here. Imagine a turnover. Turnover would be brutal. You got to keep this on the ground, kick the field goal, and go home.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Hand off to Hall. He's going to get pummeled there by Ernest Jones. Third down. I mean, guys, don't need to throw the ball here. You just need to kick a field goal. You're going to throw it. Almost had Mechie for a touchdown, but is incomplete. Seattle celebrating, but, I mean, we know what's coming right here. I mean, no one should be smiling on that sideline. A little unrealistic there. The smiles should be over here. They look a little upset. Seattle calls a timeout to ice Nick Folk.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th downs looming.
It's our 2nd overtime game. I think we had a one earlier with the Jags. Was it the Jags? Trevor Lawrence game was OT? No, it wasn't OT. There was an OT one earlier. I can't remember. Maybe it was the Cowboys?
So now the veteran Nick Folk.
He's been officially iced. Let's see if he can put this one through from 25. Slow-mo. Good. Game over. That's a rough one for the Seahawks, but, we've seen the Jets, the Jason Myers miss was brutal. It could have almost sealed the game had he put that one through.
get this victory.
Instead, we get a 10-7 Jets
And that'll do it
victory.
For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL.
The Jets are 10-3.
EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
In these games, you wonder how that can reconcile within the EA computers. And let's see, 113 yards for Darnold. We can look here at the player stats. 6 of 7, 113. I had him for 112. 1 passing touchdown, no interceptions. Let's head on over to the rushing. He had some rushing yards here. One carry, 15 yards. No touchdowns, no fumbles. Bad fumble by Rashid Shaheed there at the end. And receiving, we're not going to see... We shouldn't see any Darnold name come up here, and we don't. Of course, we're just making sure. Darnold finishes the day with 12.02 points. That's going to solidify third place for him. Almost solidifies a spot in round 2. You got to think he's going to make it. Dak Prescott falling off the bottom, going into the elimination bracket. No, there's actually no elimination bracket. Just going into the elimination group, pool, whatever you want to call it. Prescott is now eliminated, and we'll move forward there. We got 2 more games on the docket for today. We are going to move this depth chart around and throw Jalen Milroe in there and see if we can come up with a different result. It should be interesting. It's kind of interesting to see how these play out. Of course, we saw the Jalen Hurts and Kyle McCord games against the Jets. The Jets beat the Eagles twice, and Hurts barely beating McCord in the fantasy points total. Hurts now being pushed down to 5th place. McCord is in 6th. It would be sad to see Kyle McCord, our one practice squad player, get knocked off the bottom and be pushed into the elimination pool. But it could happen. It could happen. We've seen only one 2-touchdown performance in the simulation. Patrick Mahomes still sitting atop the leaderboard at 7.72. And we'll be back in, 10 minutes or so with another game for our Season 0 simulation.